Dreamers Welcome Podcast.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast. We are live and direct. I go by CEO PESO, blessed and highly favored. Had some people in the building, some homies. Day ones in this motherfucker. Nah. They go by Climax. We'll get to that meaning a little bit later, but introduce yourself though.
Well, my name is Denisha Allen. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I go by as Cakes.
My name is Sarita Marie, and I'm from Dayton, and I'm known as Ryder.
I'm J. Shell Sims, but I didn't want to say that. I'm J. Shell Sims. I'm from Dayton too, but everybody know me as Jaylene.
Jaylene in the building. Nah, so I appreciate y'all on the platform. If y'all don't know, this platform for everybody. You know, I respect and admire what y'all do, and you know, I just try to just put it out there for people who are trying to get into what y'all do or just want to just be nosy and just catch wind of what the fuck be going on. Yeah. There's some talented people here in the city though.
Absolutely.
And we only want the talented.
Right.
Nothing against the people that's learning, but you know, y'all professionals, so we gotta let the people know what's going on. So, how y'all feeling? Wind up in this motherfucker.
We feeling good.
Cooling. You know, after a long day.
We
I better say, after the long day, y'all here cooling. Feel me. And we got my homie back there in the cut. He cooling, you know.
Hey, that's me. Swiss cheese right back there.
Yo,
he's a great help, actually.
Nah, he the one that he called me. He was like, yeah, they up here rehearsing, like, you know, they trying to get on. Well, me and you were supposed to do one already, but then I
needed mustard on the beat to get
but look, but it made sense. I didn't know if you was trying to come by yourself or with the crew.
At first, originally I was gonna come by myself, but when we had the show and stuff going on, why not come with the group?
Yeah, so you know the timing worked, the procrastination worked out.
Yeah,
I always say that my procrastination be on time.
it was okay.
Hey,
I love that. I'm gonna put that in my repertoire.
Nah, that's just how it works for me though. But nah, so let's talk about Climax. What is it that y'all do actually? Let's keep it respectful. Nah. Nah. You know, Climax can go a lot of different ways. Go ahead though.
We go all them ways though.
Who wants to start? You got it.
We can go around the room.
We got it. Actually, we all are dancers.
Mm-hmm.
We all have our own different genres of dance, and we actually met all at college. Really, we started off at college with a group called Right Rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we all got to know each other. But she brought it to my attention, you know, about a year ago.
She was my rival.
Yes. Who's Serena? Dang. Girl.
Okay, slight beef.
Anyways.
Slight beef in the G.
A little beef.
You just now found that out?
She just found out about it. And we know it's no beef.
Great time to put it on the platform. Great time. I love it. Nah.
Why you gonna try to bring it to here?
It was drill team. We was a two different drill teams.
Nah, that shit wasn't cute back then, all right? It was real deal.
I was in DYG. I was younger. We wasn't even in the same age
Listen,
group.
them drill teams, they don't play no games.
I
I was just
know.
dance.
Nah.
They be going heads ready to bang it out.
Yeah, back in the day.
Spicy naughty.
Absolutely.
For
Back in the
sure.
day, it was a game. It's like, what? IRS is the
So
best.
you was with IRS and you was with
Absolutely.
like, here we go.
That
IRS is the
We're
deep.
not about to
That
finish
shit
that
deep.
right now.
Listen, we a group,
Jesus.
right? Let's just leave
Let's
that
leave it
where
at that.
Yeah, that's in the pack. We talking
We
about.
ain't gonna throw IRS best in here
Listen,
and act like y'all was.
Look at you guys.
Y'all had.
Hey, you the one that was going in the past with it?
And I'm telling you how we
Let
got
me tell you
started.
something. Okay, so
Look,
numbers
look.
do not lie. You hear me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all had a lot of
leave it at
people in
that.
big
Let's
feathers.
leave.
That's why that shit look good.
Okay,
Oh,
yo.
wait. Can't wait to see the comments. Anyways,
Say comments.
so okay.
Anyway.
So y'all,
DYG booming this bitch.
she had to get that out. She had to get out of her system.
She did. That's just.
All right, so y'all
Jangling.
all met in what?
At Wright State.
Wright State.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a group called Right Rhythm, which we all was a part of. And about a year ago, she brought it to my attention. Of course, when everybody leaves college and school, they go and venture off. They go their own way.
Right.
You know, she created her own group. She had her own thing going on. I had my own thing going on too. But when you come together as a team, you be like, oh, we powerful as a team, then just separate, you know?
Yeah.
She had her own dance. I had my own twerk thing going on. She had her own sexy, seductive classes going on.
I want to ask that though, because you say y'all had different genres though.
Yeah.
So is that what the different genres was? Like, what, sexy and then Well, I mean, explain that though.
I got
Your background is more.
Mine
like,
is more. I can do anything. I can do ballet. I can do modern jazz, hip hop, twerk, tap if you want me to do. You know what I'm saying? I had different backgrounds. So
That's deep.
I danced at DCDC, so I had a different background. And kind of what they was more so drill team. Hip hop, yeah.
I did drill team. I did majorette.
Yeah.
I did one thing with DCDC. I did 2 programs with Thomas Troutman, so that was kind of DCDC too.
Yeah.
That
They don't play.
that challenged me like crazy, but it was a vibe. So yeah, it's like we all done did very different things, but at the same time it came together well.
Okay, so let's start with you on this one. When did the passion start for y'all to get into doing what y'all do? At what age? When did it come about?
So when I started drill team, my gym teacher was my drill team director. So I was 6 at Louis Troy.
Okay.
Dr. Shelly Powell was over DYG, and she used to just be in gym class recruiting kids. And my older sisters was already in it anyway. So it started with that, and then it evolved into other things the older I got.
Well, yeah.
Same. I mean, like, you know, a lot of my cousins and friends growing up was doing drill team, and I'm like, oh, what's that? Like, I'm just coming to practice. Came to practice, ain't stopped, ain't looked back, and it was just like something that we can do, you know. And it was just good, like, you know, discipline. Like back in the day, it was different. Like it's definitely done transformed to something else, but. I mean, back then it was just discipline. Like,
So it's a little bit more, like Wild
line.
Wild West now, like not as much discipline.
I just feel like it's a lot going on with the parents. I don't feel like the kids is, you know, they don't respect, you know, they adults that's, you know, that's doing the program. I mean, back then you talk back, you what? Like it wasn't none of that. Like it was, even if you look out of line, like it was just like. You go wrong.
On your
like
ass.
it was discipline. Like I feel like it was more like JROTC back in the day.
Yes.
But I mean,
hell of a comparison.
Yeah, mine's different.
No, but you know that's what drill
military.
But that's
military.
Shit,
for real.
Yeah.
Marching, corners,
Eddie's,
you know, that's where it come
attention.
from.
Word.
The
Okay.
commands, all
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
The
Learned
whistle.
something new. I didn't know
the
that it came
background
from
of
that.
it.
Yeah.
That's
What
just
about
like-
you though? I go
My bad. No. It's
All
okay.
right, let's tap in on your past and when it.
I started actually when I was 4 years old at DCDC with Miss Jordine Blunden.
Okay.
She was from Chicago and she started her program up here at DCDC. That was her first. It was a black company. She was the first black woman here to start a company of dance.
4. So just constantly since 4. That's been
Constantly since 4.
Shit.
My grandma put me in it. She kind of. When I was young, I used to always like dance in the mirror, dance in my room. So I think she just was like, I'm going to put you into a program. So she put me into a program, and it was downtown at DCDC, and I never stopped, actually.
That's
and I went to
clutch.
school for dance. I went to Stivers for dance, too.
You did go to
I did.
Stivers is that's where you learn
Yeah,
everything.
that's how I learned everything. That's what I learned. Yep,
elite
everything.
school of learning
Did y'all
all that
know,
shit.
So like in high school, did you know what Stivers was?
I did, and then like I kind of hate that we waited so long for me to get in, because by the time I was a freshman, it was time for me to get in. They was filled, so I ended up going to Meadowdale. But had I went there, it probably could have took me to the next level.
I first found out what Stivers was my senior year. I had did the program, my first program with Roger, R.I.P. Roger Troutman. Thomas Troutman, which is his nephew. I did my first program with him, and we performed at Stivers. And I'm walking through this building like, I thought this shit was a regular high school my whole life.
Nah,
So you mean to tell me we had
Stivers.
Saving the Last Dance and Dead End this whole time, and nobody's
The whole time.
Yep.
The whole time.
Y'all got me going through hell at Trotwood.
This is deep.
Yeah.
I'm still mad. I'm still mad.
This is hitting.
Yeah.
I ain't never been in that motherfucking school.
Oh, it's
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 nice.
nice.
It's
Yeah.
really nice. It's
It's
different.
all the
Lot to
artwork is
offer.
creative as fuck.
Yeah,
It's all type of
we have scopes,
works.
all
I mean,
everything.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's beautiful in there.
I just thought it was a
You wouldn't think it was
bougie
a
high
Dayton
school.
public school.
I thought it was a regular high school my whole life. Well, you know, we played sports against them. They ain't never was on. It was the cheerleaders was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Hey,
Okay. So
Sorry.
back to this Climax situation. So why the name?
Well, okay. Let's talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, let's dive into that.
So we were thinking, let's back it up. how long? What was our first meeting? Panera Bread.
Yes.
We was there 3 years ago.
It ain't been 3 years ago.
I think it was 3 years ago.
It might have been.
It definitely was 3 years ago.
It might have been.
And I called these ladies up. I'm like, look, I miss dance. I miss performing. Let's get something together. And that's how we ended up coming. We talked. And then it got to the point like, okay, so what we gonna call ourselves? We can't just be like just out here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna try to do this, let's do it. So it was just like, okay, we got to think of a name. We don't want to be too crazy with the name. We got to be something simple, one word. It was just like, okay, let's sleep on it. And then I don't even remember who came up with it, but they was like, let's just call ourselves Climax. And it was just the perfect name for us. Why? All of us, besides little baby over here, but you know, we grown. We 30 years old, 30 plus.
She been right there with us.
Like what I do. The type of dance we do, like, it's different. Like, nobody's performing like us in the city. Like, nobody's even performing at all our age. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, we are creating an illusion. We're creating a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, okay, Climax. Like, what do you want to say Climax is? You know what I mean? Like for us, it's the peak of anything.
Yeah, anything.
It can be not even just thinking sexually.
A story play, movie, the peak of the,
you know, anything.
Yeah.
Your
come
goals,
up with
whatever.
Goals,
it's
everything.
the peak of the highlight of something.
Yep.
And y'all advantages, y'all can damn near do whatever, any genre. Three-headed monster.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Okay.
At the same time, we kind of want you to think about your climax when you have it.
I want to know who slept. I want to know who slept on it and woke up.
We wanna get back to
Shit,
that.
who woke up thinking Climax is
You know
it?
what? Who put that? I can't remember. Was it
You. Well, let's be clear, sis. Yes, you said Climax. Because we kept coming up with names and Serena was like, I got it. She was like, what about
I think she about some crazy stuff. And I'm like, no.
She came up with 3 different names.
Simple.
But when she said Climax, I'm like, Climax. I'm like, Climax. Like, I'm like, it's like
that's not a really used word either in the vocabulary.
It's not.
Like, that's why it's so dope.
That's why it's so dope, because
and
not only that though,
I'm like, let's go with Climax.
Not only that though, we all got our own little businesses outside of that. So you got to think like, okay, if we gonna brand our dance group, we got to find a way to incorporate our own hustles in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like my boutique. She got a catering company. She has her beverages. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's a local bartender.
Yeah.
So you got to think of that. Like, okay, Climax is the peak of anything. It can't necessarily just be about our business together.
Y'all a brand. It ain't. It's more than just. Yeah.
We're trying to make it a movement, an organization. Just not with us. We have other people. We did a fashion show, and it was amazing. But sometimes, you know, the city, I feel like they don't get our vision of like what we want to do. So some people was like, y'all gotta go outside of dating to do what y'all doing, and it's a shame because yes.
What blows me is how many tickets we sold versus attendance. People really feel like spending money is supporting. Not saying that it's not, but we put on a real live production.
Yeah,
we had to get in the studio to do one of our scenes. We had to get our mixes made. We came up with a full performance, 3 different separate ones. We climbing from top of the building and shit like that. Literally,
like real live, like
but I just
production.
think I think that what it is people don't like. They like, okay, here's my ticket. I'm gonna support. Okay, boom. But I can't come, and that's cool for the people that got to work or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, I don't think people really necessarily understand the type of time that even takes as far as rehearsals, dress rehearsals, music. I mean, it's a lot that goes behind the scenes that a lot of people don't think. Like, oh, they just going out there, they doing a whole couple 8 counts.
What would you say is like a ballpark time frame of like from start to finish, like putting a whole show together?
Oh, we've been planning this for months.
It's been
months.
3 months.
Yeah, it's been
4 months.
I say 4 months.
4 months. Yeah.
So how do y'all go about it? Y'all just round table,
basically
bounce ideas back and forth. Do that get difficult at times trying to get everybody's?
It does.
Okay.
It does.
But I think what works for us is that we always want to make it make sense for everybody involved. Like,
compromise.
and then yes, we compromise. I feel like we work things out well.
Yeah, communicate.
We have great communication.
Yes.
And honestly, I think the smaller number of us, because it's not that many of us, we know each other super personally. We know each other's lives. We can sit down and talk about anything that's going to make sense, is going to come together, because that's what we want.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you got too many heads involved, or when you got people who want to be like, nobody tries to outshine each other here.
Right.
Nobody wants to be like, oh, this is about me. This
No
is
ego
at all.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
ego.
We want to
ego,
see.
but
We want to see.
I mean,
ego.
yeah.
It's
We
not
feed each other's ego.
Exactly.
It's not a competitive
It's not
ego.
no
I better say y'all
Yeah.
not competing with
We
y'all.
want to see each other win.
Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So yeah.
So you might have answered this question already, but why you think it made sense at the time that 3 years ago y'all linked up? Why not before that? Why what was it before all of that made y'all just happen to just come together with it at that point in time?
I think it was just the separate things we had going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? 4 years ago, we did our video together. So I had my own dance company back then.
Yeah.
I was teaching. I was doing gigs. At one point, I was doing it by myself. I started with someone else, started doing it by myself, and then I was Gigi's personal choreographer, which kept me busy for at least a year and a half.
Right.
She had did a whole tour without me, but I choreographed it and directed it. So when they went on the road, I couldn't get off work, but they did what they were doing. So I had that going on. Sarita has her boutique. She's been running businesses. She's a family woman. Like Denisha, she's a hustler.
Say that.
She holds many hats. She does her bakery. She does her catering. So I just feel like 3 years ago is when we all were in a place where we wanted something to work.
Finding our own.
Together.
Yeah. Finding our own path. Just kind of venturing out what we wanted to do, what we wanted to see for ourselves in the next 5 years or whatever. And I had, my son would have been, 2? So it was just like we all had different ambitions at that time. And then it was just like, okay, now we done handled some business. Let's get back to, something that we actually love, and enjoy doing. Yep. And that's how we ended up, coming back together.
So when y'all putting these showcases together, I'd say, because it sounds like y'all put a lot into it.
Yes.
Where y'all be drawing inspiration from? Or where y'all be like, artists stay here, they favorite artists on a record, and they get their inspiration. I watch movies and get inspired. Where y'all get y'all's from for what y'all do? Because that's a field that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know who the best choreographer.
Yeah.
Minus who was that, Lorianne on the band? Because I actually, I met her in LA one time and she was still doing her thing though.
Okay.
Yeah, I just remember that shit. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I do get my inspiration from Beyonce. She's one good person that I would say, like, she's older and she's still doing her thing. So she's like one top person that I know for sure that we all can agree.
Yeah. But you know what? And I don't mean to cut you off. Inspiration wise, I would say we bounce ideas off each other. Like, we can sit and think, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Beyonce, Sierra, okay, some of our favorite artists. But at the same time, we normally come in and y'all can chime in when y'all want, but I just feel like we normally, when it's time to showcase whatever it is, we normally just be like, okay, this is what I want to see. Like, we should do this. We should dance to this. We should wear this. And the set, we got to think of a set. What we gonna do? And a lot of our sets is off movies. Like, we done did a belly skit. We done did
Life skit.
the life skit. You know what I'm saying? The
boom boom room.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta wait for the boom boom room. You gotta see it the boom boom room.
There's a movie called Chicago. We did that scene too. So
Players Club.
We did the Players Club.
So we always incorporate some of our, favorite movies that people can relate to. So that's a lot of time. I can feel like we get our inspirations from that too.
Yeah.
I think we like old school shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, we like old school stuff a lot.
And it just be y'all three?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a couple people before, but it was like,
It's us three.
It's just us three. Yeah.
Okay. So going back real quick, you were saying buying a ticket isn't like supporting.
I would rather us put on a free show in a packed house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Versus you selling out of tickets.
Absolutely.
And
nobody's
only one fourth of them could show up.
Exactly.
But you said somebody told y'all that y'all need to take it outside the city.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So why y'all feel like y'all don't get the recognition or the audience that y'all know y'all deserve? How come y'all think it ain't?
I'm gonna be clear.
Here?
I just feel like we do, but I just feel like this city just sometimes people. Let's be clear. Somebody may not like Jay Ling, or somebody might not like her. They like, no, it's not always. It's not you. I'm just saying somebody might not like her. So you get this. Well, we ain't about to go. Even if they do like me, and they like her, or somebody not like me. They like them. Listen, you're going to have some people that's not going to like you in this city. People know you, and I feel like if they don't like you, they not going to come and support. Even if you,
yeah.
I do feel like that. I mean, that's sometimes that's how I
fair.
feel.
Like we go through that though.
I
That's
do.
fair, but I was gonna
I
say-
ain't gonna lie.
I don't feel like we go through that.
I don't think so.
I don't feel like, and that's your opinion, and don't let me, dim your light on that. But I honestly don't feel like it's that. I honestly feel like, we in a city that don't like different. Like, I don't know, like we in a city that I don't feel like they want to grow past what they know or the experiences that they done been in. They don't want to expand to different things. You know what I'm saying? They say they want to dress up, right? They
But
say
they
they want to put that shit on and have a good time, right? And we give it to them. We get y'all the steam plant. We tell y'all, okay, dress formal, no gym shoes, get dressed. We got servers walking around with hors d'oeuvres. You know what I'm saying? Serving y'all ribs on a platter, cheese balls.
Literally.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, but had us had take it back to the city, you know what I'm saying, in the boom room or somewhere, then we would have had a packed house. I just feel like people don't like to expand their horizons on different things. And then it's like, okay, they just dancing, whatever. No, we're performing. This is art.
Showcase.
Like, this is a showcase.
But then
And the fashion was good too. They did great with the fashion. It was a whole fashion show along with us performing. It was dope.
But let's
was
not
that,
even get past
just
that. Like, we
last
had a good
Thursday?
show. At the
It
end
sure
of the day.
was.
I was. Somebody asked me to go. I was driving back up here though. I wasn't gonna make it. Like I didn't know it was going on, but yeah. So that was a fashion show. Y'all was like doing y'all thing.
Between each brand.
Each brand.
Yeah.
So how was that event?
It was great.
It was dope.
It was dope.
It was.
That's why I told you the guy. I'm DJ Fresh. He did a great job. He like y'all need to. He spoke so highly of us, and he was a great DJ. Shout out to DJ Fresh. He was like
our host Gigi De
our
Niro.
Gigi De Niro.
Yeah,
she always hold it down.
She's so fucking locked in with her.
Hey,
give her a
and
microphone.
She was one of them. She was like, y'all need to bring this
host
to
at every
Atlanta.
event.
She was like, y'all
Yeah, they eat that
like,
shit up.
When they
They
talked
eat
to
it
us,
up.
they
Yeah.
both talked to us afterwards, and they like, y'all did a great job. That y'all need to take that.
And it sounded like y'all just put so much energy into it.
Yeah.
Like,
And not only just that though, like Dayton has a lot of potential. We got a lot of hustlers. We got a lot of people that's really about their business.
Creative.
But the only thing about it is I don't feel like as a city we don't support each other.
Yeah.
We'll go to Copa and spend $50 for brunch, but let Taste or somebody have brunch. We ain't going. We ain't getting dressed.
Yo,
we
that's
gonna throw our sneakers on.
We ain't
But
gonna
when
put no
we go to
dressy on,
Cincinnati
right.
or something, we gonna put our heels on. We gonna put that shit on. It's sad because we
Copa.
really don't
nah, for real.
you don't mess with
That
our
blow
people.
Me, though.
Don't it blow you?
That be fucking me up.
It's
Motherfuckers
crazy.
Sunday best.
Sunday
You hear
best.
me?
Sunday
Yeah,
best.
the
I tell
toe.
you, I said it. The only way motherfuckers get dressed here is goddamn it. You bring somebody or
Bring somebody.
slap a fucking
You bring somebody. they
slap
can't come
a
in.
Virgo party on a flyer. Niggas is going out.
Like that.
Yes, Virgo party.
I'm just saying though.
Nah, for real.
You slap a sign. You slap a seasonal sign on the joint.
Zodiac sign on there.
Cause listen,
Yeah, it's
Virgo
going-
Dash went up. Let's see this
Mike
now.
Payne. Fuck the thing up with it. Mike Payne
Listen.
say it's your birthday.
Right.
And he put you on the flyer. Oh my
Listen.
god.
Niggas is coming out for
Virgo
that.
Dash went up. Shout out to my boy at Sheets.
Okay.
Hey, Ron C.
Yeah, Ron C. the homie.
Business partner, but
Yeah,
listen.
Ron C. Cool
At the end
as
of the day, don't play us like that.
Nah, okay, my bad. It was an example. Example. But was I lying
Hey,
though?
she don't
I'm
play
just
us
saying.
like
You're absolutely right, though.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And I just feel like it's a lot. Man, we got so much potential in this city, man. Like, if we can just name people off the top of our head that's really in grind mode. Like, if we literally was bringing something together. But that's another topic for a day. Because, I mean, like, people don't.
It's coming though. I mean,
Yeah.
like a lot of people who I've been around when I've been back here, everybody kind of got the same energy of like, I don't know. I call it like another golden era in the city.
Yeah.
We had that back, like I say, from like 05 to like maybe 2011. Like, when it was DBM, D-Cut, Trent Set,
Absolutely.
Still Jumping,
You know what we lost?
everybody.
The festivals.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
festivals was like where you could really support everybody. We ain't got JT Day no more. We ain't got Precious Blood no more. We ain't got the
Black
Black
Culture
Culture
Festival.
That culture, yeah, that was the main shit.
And
That was the main. They messed that all
Precious
the way
Blood
up.
Carnival. Nah.
That's why I said
Ain't
Precious
no
shit.
Blood.
Oh, yeah.
They banging at the Precious blood.
Nah,
That's
That's
for
why
real.
I got shut down.
Yeah,
from
it's
the
just
right.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think I was
It's
there.
sad. We gotta go to.
But then you got
Yes.
niggas like K Carter trying to do the 4 date and by date and shit at the what's that shit downtown?
The entrepreneur.
Yeah, Riverscape. The whole shit. So it's people trying to bring it back, but I don't know.
Bringing it back slowly.
Yeah, but
I feel
goddamn,
like
like
I
we don't got time for the slowness though. I mean, that's why me personally, I chose to leave. I'll still be coming back here working, but you know, the city just, I don't know.
But shout out to Tay Winston because she actually kind of she's trying to bring it back. Tay Winston is a great person because she kind of opened it up for black entrepreneurs, yeah. And she kind of opened that up. She made it, you know, she started it off and then it's becoming big every time she does something. It's getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. So I feel like, you know, it's coming slowly, but.
So y'all, so as far as now, y'all only been doing gigs just in the Dayton area at the moment.
I can't even say we've been doing gigs.
Because it's just
my apologies.
Yeah.
Y'all been orchestrating y'all own events.
No. I mean, we got booked for a wedding.
Yeah.
We got booked for a wedding.
Talking about
Jimiana's.
Yeah, y'all came through busting on that motherfucker. I was like, I'm right there recording. I'm like, is that Jack? Let me go ahead and get that close up. She was right there next to me.
No, my mama said it. I don't know. It was somebody on a phone or something, but she was like, the cameraman had to back up.
Nah, yo, man, when it was so many fucking surprises coming in that motherfucker, I'm like, who
wouldn't
the
even think
us performing
that was
was
one
a
of the
surprise
best weddings.
We was standing there waiting.
I'm telling you.
On
hold on, who was it?
It was.
Yeah, you was there.
I was there, but these two.
Okay, I'm tripping, man. I was so fucking over that day. I mean, shouts out to Jimiana though.
Girl, you want to perform?
Nah, that was a wedding.
Man, I started at like 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to sit down. I'm like, this shit.
You was there all day then.
That was a wedding, honey.
And then
it was dope.
Photographer like, yo, turn around, Kiki Wyatt. I'm like,
Kiki Wyatt.
I'm like, where's she at? Man, it was so crazy. Yo,
I'm so mad we didn't come early. I wanted to see Kiki.
They like Denisha. Did you see Kiki Wyatt? I'm like,
but it fucked me up though, cause she's singing and I'm looking at the crowd and they all dancing, not even giving a fuck about her singing. Yeah. So I'm thinking it's just man. They like, yo, turn around, it's her. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to dive through the crowd.
That was a good vibe.
Yeah, that shit. But yeah, so y'all got booked for the wedding. That was dope. So y'all had to teach her the moves and all of that, I assume.
Yeah.
Yep.
She had no background in it. Not hating her nothing.
What you mean?
Like,
no, she don't dance at all.
Okay.
She'd tell you that she don't dance at all.
So is that a level of difficulty?
And listen, they did a great job because practicing, they didn't practice with her. They didn't did everything just to teach her. And I came a couple of times, and I really feel like they did a great job because she doesn't have any dance experience, and she did a good job.
She killed it though.
And she just had to be comfortable, just you and him, and they made her feel comfortable and taught her the moves. Even if you forget, you always keep going. We don't never stop ever.
So
always keep going.
And outside of that, like we have like twerk classes, we have like our sensual classes.
Yeah.
We kind of put a halt on that because we were preparing for the show, but you know, 2022 is up.
It's back on. We back on our twerk classes. We back on our heel classes. We back on any classes that you want.
Yeah. But I think what made it not hard when you teaching somebody that don't have, whether they have experience or not, when somebody is the main reason or the main goal, even like when I used to teach Gigi, you gotta make it up to the point where no matter what they do, it's right. So as long as me and her was on point, Jimiana the bride.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
and
she
what
can't
did I say?
do no
And I don't
wrong.
mean to cut you off, babe. And what did I say? I said she's gonna get in there the day of, and it's just gonna be like.
crazy.
But that's just anytime you perform, though. I mean, and going back to our name, Climax. Like when you gotta go back to that. Listen, when you perform it, it's a different type of rush. Like. You know what I'm saying? When you come from that background and you love performing and it's time to go on, what do we always say? I'm so nervous. Why am I so nervous? We done did this so many times. And then when the DJ play that song, all the nerves go
It's
out
a
the
wrap.
window.
We bringing it. Yeah.
I think that'll never go away. Shit, I'll be nervous before I do this shit. I'll be nervous before a video shoot.
Okay, and I feel like I'm the only one. I'll be like, I'm nervous. She always be like, I'm not nervous. I'm ready, but she be nervous.
I feel like because it come down to just it come down to the attention it's about to be on you, and then at the same time, even though you're a professional with it, it's still kind of like, all right. But y'all be zoned out because I'm surprised she ain't see me, and I was like literally like
in her
I
face.
ain't
This
saying
distance
it was
though.
What do
over.
we do? What do we do?
Tunnel
Find
something
some
to
to
look
look
at.
at, and we
Find
focus
something to
on that.
focus on.
Yeah,
Y'all
y'all.
say that. I don't see nothing.
She blacks out.
I don't see.
And I was
nothing.
right
It's
there.
an out of body experience.
Nah, for
I
real
don't
though.
read
That's
it.
why our name is perfect.
Yeah, it
it's
really
just like
is.
it's different. It's a different.
But I
type
gotta
of,
get out of that because y'all know the whole time I dance, I be looking like this.
Yo, I be saying the game face be
I
on
find
though.
a
Nah,
couple
G
people.
shit though.
I find a couple people, and it's just like okay.
I don't know. I kind of black everything out, and I just want to put on a good show. So
Yeah.
at that time, when I'm on there, it's lights, camera, action. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah.
And you just kind of black out, and you want to give your best.
Where y'all see the brand going? Like how do y'all see it building up from what it is now though? Like what do y'all see it being further going down?
This the woman with the vision. I'm gonna let her answer that.
Y'all want me to answer?
Yeah.
Listen, I see us doing backup. I see us performing for major artists eventually. I give us 2 years. I see
Not
us
even that.
merch. I see us I'm saying I feel like it's gonna be a movement. It's gonna be more than just Climax. I mean, we thinking like people automatically think of our name. Okay, Climax is sensual. We dance sexy, whatever the case may be. But Climax can be whatever you want. I mean, it's the peak of whatever you want to do. Like it can be a goal. It can be your own business endeavors. It can be anything that you want to put your mind to do it. And like I said, we all have our own brands and businesses outside of our group. So it's gonna be a whole movement. It's gonna be like, you know what I mean? So I honestly feel like a couple years we gonna be doing what we supposed to be doing for sure.
We gonna have our ups, our downs. We gonna make money. We not gonna make none. We just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
We not gonna stop. So
I think focusing on the money gonna
Yeah, we ain't worried about
yeah,
the money.
yeah.
We ain't worried. Look, we ain't worried about the money now.
Right.
I'm just playing.
We
But
can't
listen,
say that
but
to the rich
listen though.
lady.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. We gonna take some losses. We gonna win some. We gonna lose some. But the main thing right now, when you fully invested in something, you see a vision. Money is not an option. You know what I'm saying? You gonna put whatever you need to get to where you need to be at.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We done did 2 showcases this year. What we got planned next year? I mean, you know, hey. We gonna let y'all just wait on that.
Facts.
He might see us down there with him.
Nah, hey, let me know.
You better.
Hey,
I better
when
not
I say
see you in the
right.
crowd with your camera when we do it there too.
Nah, you know, look, y'all. I got a Rolodex. You know, I might be able to help y'all establish some stuff down there, though. You know what I mean? So all y'all before this was in y'all was in groups before separately and all that.
I wouldn't say groups.
Or just
we all did
We had
our
our
own
own
classes.
thing.
So
Our
she
classes. I had
twerk
twerk classes.
Okay.
She
So I
had
did
her
my
heel
own twerk
class.
classes. She had
Yeah.
I was in a couple groups.
So
Yeah,
now
and she was in her a few different groups that she was performing with, and behind local artists and stuff. So I just feel like we all was doing our own thing, and then we kind of merged as one.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say now it feel more better than ever for y'all to come together?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Because to
It's
me,
way
This is it.
better.
This is
Yes,
the team
this
right
is the
here.
team right here.
Because to me though, when you catch I say an undeniable feeling like that, that's not to get all cliche, but that's how I feel like God talked to me. It's a feeling I get of So is that what y'all feel like? It just felt right when y'all got into it and how y'all been rocking.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Especially
But she
me
reached-
coming from other groups. I feel like with us, business is handled correctly. I feel like, other situations that I've been in with my own company that I started, all of that it's rare to find people that want to handle business the same way as you, or feel like when you have equal roles in a situation.
Absolutely.
So it's just refreshing to deal with ladies that communicate the way we do, handle business the way we do, and put it together and put in that effort that we do. So I mean, I told myself I was never going back to another group with nobody. But I really know these ladies. I know them personally out before anything. So it was easy.
But let me say one thing. It's not like if she want to do something on her own, it's not she about to do something on her own. We recommend everybody do their own thing still. But
That's
still
dope.
You get what I'm saying? We still a group.
Yeah.
But whatever she do, we gonna support her. If she want to go dance somewhere, we gonna support her in her dancing because we're still a group.
Absolutely.
But if she want to do something on her own, it's not like, oh, she did something on her own. We didn't do.
Yeah, I mean
that.
that'd be slick selfish anyways.
Exactly.
Because y'all all came in with y'all own shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know how people can get. You know,
yeah.
sometimes when it comes
I
to
feel
stuff
like
that.
That should get checked out the door though.
Yeah.
Even if a small vibe like that come about.
Yeah, of course.
Though.
Yeah.
Ain't got time for that bullshit.
Exactly.
Nah, for real. I mean, because it fuck up the chemistry. Or
It does.
It does.
Yeah,
really
if
does.
somebody thinking like that, then
Yep.
it's just like
They ain't right.
They ain't right for the group at all.
Go.
Yeah.
Ain't right. And not only that, though, like and then after the fashion show was over, like we met some really good dope people that was a part of the show. Like shout out to Dave Smith, Plus and Curvy, Boutique, and then Eric Lee. You know, he made custom designs. And it was just like after the show was over, they're like, okay, well we need a vision party. We need to sit back and look at our footage and let's plan for next year. And it was just like this was by far the most easiest showcase that we have ever done. Like it wasn't no bicker about anything. Everybody was professional. Everybody handled their business, and it was just really dope. Like I mean, I just felt like it was the vibes was genuine, and it was just something that I look forward to doing again next year. But it was just like when you got good company, everybody is supporting you. You know what I'm saying? We all got our own businesses outside of Climax, outside of the fashion show. And it was just real dope to just see black people, young people, our age, even come together doing something like that.
It seemed like it was just a dope, creative vibe in there with everybody that was doing everything.
It really was.
Because I seen the flyer when my cousin told me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I need to be here just on some networking shit though. I'm like,
what is this?
because that shit like that be rare though, and just the lineup of how they had like I seen Gigi or something on it, and I'm like, damn, this shit is like. It looked player from just like the shit was on fucking Eventbrite and all. I'm like, this shit, like this shit is legitimate though. So
we learning as we go, and we gonna keep building and growing.
Yeah. All right. So last question though, before we wrap up, I'm gonna ask y'all one person at a time. What is a good quote to live off of?
Why look at me first?
Because you gotta go first.
What is a good quote to live off of?
What's something that you seen or read or heard that you run with?
My favorite quote of all time, not to get too deep or nothing. Jesus turned water into wine.
I can't with her.
Shout out to Pastor Lion. My favorite quote of all time was a quote that was given in my baccalaureate. And this is what made me actually start going to church, and it made me start getting into religion and things. He didn't even preach at the baccalaureate. He just gave a speech. And the whole point of his speech, he said, you got to plan your work and work your plan. I'm going to get that tatted one day. That's my favorite quote.
Put in your work, work your plan. Yeah, that's deep.
Plan your work.
That's my favorite quote.
What's that say?
Plan your work and work your plan.
I like that. What about you?
Yeah. Send me that.
I'm gonna say
Send me that. I'm gonna forget it.
Plan your work and work right.
You know what? What's so crazy is I don't even have a quote. I do not have a quote. I feel like when I turned 30, I said that I wasn't gonna have no regrets with anything. Life is short. I honestly remind myself, like, no matter how small something is or how small something is pissing me off or whatever, it's like life is short. I'm gonna laugh at that. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like at this day and age, once you hit 30, it's like, okay, whatever you do moving forward within the next 5 years can impact who you're gonna become or who you are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I'm gonna live my life and I'm not gonna have no regrets. If I want to do this for my business, I'm gonna do this for my business. If I want to, go work this job, I'm gonna work this job. But at the same time, I'm gonna put forth everything I need to in my business because, again, life is short. So I don't have no quote. I'm just out here living my life.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Right. that was a statement.
That's all I got for you, PESO.
Nah, fact. All right, what about you though?
I live by the quote. My grandma always used to tell me, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And I follow by that all the time because she raised me. So I know, I grew up in the church. So I always kept that in mind. Like I can always do anything I put my mind to. So I go by that.
Ruby's delight.
Good ass quotes and statements. I'm gonna have to lock in on something else.
Yeah.
The simplest shit be the most deepest.
What's your quote?
What is your quote?
That's not a question.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Oh,
Period.
Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey. You got this. Not a
Yeah, it's not
Shout
a
out
sprint,
to
it's a
Nip.
marathon.
Okay,
Absolutely.
R.I.P. Nip.
You can have it also about your reason, you know.
Okay.
Yes, say
Yeah.
that.
But nah, I appreciate y'all on the platform.
Thank you
know.
for having
us.
Like, and I really thank y'all for coming because I'm trying to just have it more diverse with the people that I try to get on here.
Yeah.
And you know, just hold the conversation. I'm learning as I talk to y'all too, so it's really dope.
Period.
And I respect what y'all do though.
Thank
And
you.
hopefully the people who watch and listen, they'll get a perspective of
And y'all
like,
can get some
Yeah.
fruit from Ruby Delight.
oh yeah,
Some clothes
And
from
some clothes.
Sarita Marie
Okay.
collection.
And get
I know you
some
got some
drinks
women
from
out there.
Slut Punch.
Hey, you got a whole package over here.
Yeah.
You come eat,
Eat,
drink,
shop,
and
right?
get drunk.
Okay. You can eat, drink, and shop.
Whole weekend set.
You
Facts.
hear me? Okay.
Facts. All right, well shit, we out, man. We gonna keep on dreaming.
We out.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast. I'll let y'all.
Ew.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast.